Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Akanni who resided with his wicked stepmother in a village called Majawe. Akanni's parents had passed away, leaving him under the care of his stepmother, who did not have a child of her own. She made Akanni work tirelessly on her farm and provided him with little food. Most days, he survived by eating fruits, and sometimes he hunts and kills bushmeat on the farm, and that is how he survives. Akanni possessed a remarkable skill in hunting, a talent he had learned from his father before his untimely death. Despite being the sole heir to his father's properties, Akanni's stepmother claimed he was too young to manage his inheritance and insisted on keeping control until he was older. In reality, she sought to eliminate him and keep the properties for herself. She had tried to harm him on numerous occasions, but her schemes had all failed. The people of Majawe loved Akanni, but they feared the stepmother due to her cruelty. Whispers among the villagers hinted that she might have played a role in the sudden death of Akanni's parents, who were prosperous property owners. As Akanni transitioned into adulthood, his stepmother's grip on his inheritance weakened. Fearing the loss of control over his wealth, she concocted a treacherous scheme. She told Akanni that to inherit his father's wealth, he must venture into the deep forest and bring her the head of a lion. Her intention was crystal clear. She wanted to send him on a dangerous mission with little chance of surviving. Akanni hesitated due to the dangers involved. His stepmother threatened to deny him his inheritance if he refused. Reluctantly, he agreed to embark on this perilous journey. The next morning, Akanni set to find a lion, braving the neighboring forest and eventually venturing into a thicker, wilder part of the woods. After 4 days of searching, he finally encountered a pride of lions. Fearful and unsure of how to proceed, Akanni remembered the horn his mother had given him before her death. She had taught him that in times of distress, blowing the horn would bring assistance. Summoning his courage, he blew the horn. This cast the mighty lions into a deep slumber. Seizing this opportunity, Akanni killed one of them and took its head. Returning home with the lion's head, Akanni was met with the admiration from the villagers, as the whole village witnessed him carrying the head of a dead lion. No hunter in the village has ever killed a lion before, not even the best hunters. His triumphant return to Majawe was celebrated with joy. The entire village hailed Akanni as an hero, and he was crowned the head hunter of Majawe Kingdom. However, his stepmother, seething with anger, never expected this turnout. Her evil plots were thwarted by Akanni's success. Weeks later, Akanni noticed that his stepmother has fallen silent on the matter of his inheritance. He confronted her and she revealed that there was one more task. He must go to the house of death and invite death into her home. She knew very well that those who ventured there never returned. Akanni felt deeply troubled about her intentions, but decided to face his destiny. On his way to the house of death, fate intervened. He encountered a ram drowning in a nearby river. Without hesitation, he rescued the stranded creature. As no one was around to object, he decided to take the ram with him. Arriving at the house of death, Akanni earnestly explained his mission. Death, an entity of unimaginable power, listened with empathy. He decided to spare Akanni's life under one condition. Akanni had to offer something in return. Akanni gladly offered the ram he had rescued. With an instructive word of caution, Death advised Akanni to remain in hiding on the day of the impending visit to ensure he wouldn't lose his life too. Death would come to visit his stepmother in 3 days' time. After Akanni returned home with the news, upon his return, Akanni shared the news with his stepmother, who was shocked to see Akanni again. She couldn't comprehend the surreal situation. She thought to herself, nobody had ever returned from a visit with death. How come Akanni is still alive? Could Akanni be lying to her about death visiting her? She remembered sending Akanni into the forest and he came back alive with a lion's head. She was so worried that she knew she had put herself in trouble. 3 days later, Death appeared to claim the soul of Akanni's stepmother. She pleaded for forgiveness and confessed to her grave sins. She confessed to the mothers of Akanni's parents and many attempts on his life. Unfortunately, it was too late for her. Death's judgment was unwavering. Akanni, at long last, received his inheritance and lived a peaceful and prosperous life. The end.